Hey YouTube, how are you? It's Money Minded Michelle and I'm back with another video. If you are new here, welcome. I hope you like what you see, you stay and subscribe and decide to become a part of the Money Minded tribe. And for my returning subscribers, welcome back, my friends. As always, it's a pleasure to have you. So the theme of today's video is a Dollar Tree haul. Are you guys surprised? You know you shouldn't be, because you know how this lady lives in the Dollar Tree. And I've got some fun stuff for Halloween. I've got some fun stuff to put together a care package for my son, and I can't wait to jump in and share and show. So let's go. Let's start with Jacob's care package, shall we? So this is not going to be my typical MO. Usually I try to be very careful about, first we do the health and beauty, then we do the food, then we do the blah, blah. We're just going to grab and growl today. Fun, fun, fun. Keep it interesting. So for the theme of Jacob's care package is red, as in we miss you already. So everything in the package is going to be red. So I wanted to make the inside of the box red as well. And don't you know, Crafter's Square has their vinyl 25 cents a roll. And so with this, I'm going to line the inside of the box with red. And inside the box, I will put all kinds of things. So yes, this is good for, I don't have a Cricut. This is good for many things though, like anything that you would need, like a big sheet of adhesive solid color material or printed material. This comes in glitters and all kinds of things. 4 for $1 currently at the DT. So I went ahead and grabbed that. And then to put inside, of course, you got to do edible stuff. College students, you know, always needing a snack, right? So I'm going to include this bag of popcorners. This is the kettle corn, which he likes a lot. He really loves the white cheddar, are his favorite, but that's a blue bag. So I went ahead with the kettle corn, which I know is another flavor that he enjoys. So I grabbed that. This is a nice 1 3/4 ounce bag. So I kept in mind also that because shipping is expensive, I'm trying to keep in mind the weight of the items that I'm putting in the bag, right? So this is nice and lightweight. I'm also going to include these by Pop Daddy, and we're going to try them on camera in just a moment. I'm so excited. I've been looking at these for days, waiting to do this all so we could taste test them together. But fear not, I have 2 bags that I'm going to put in Jacob's package, but these are the Pop Daddy pretzels in the Dutch apple pie flavor. As we know, Pop Daddy, delicious. All their pretzels are coated in like delicious flavoring. We love the sweet flavors. We love the savory flavors. Wow. These do smell delicious. They smell, you know, very fall in the bag. And of course, we know Pop Daddy, it's always pretzel sticks. So let's give it a whirl. Mmm. Very good. These are good. You know what though? I would say I like the cinnamon sugar ones better. These are good. The cinnamon sugar ones are better. So if you're looking for that flavor, let me try one more just to be sure. Yeah. I think that's accurate. I would say if you're looking for a cinnamon flavor, go for the cinnamon sugar. But this is also delicious. You almost taste the element of apple also with it. It's really interesting. It's very, very good. I mean, go ahead and try it. For the money, go ahead and try it. But I'm not sure that I would personally repurchase this. I think I would go with cinnamon sugar instead. But for the purpose of the care package, and because it's fall, this would also be beautiful in a fall gift basket. You know, just the aesthetic of the package and everything. People love the birthday pretzels. That's fun to put in a birthday package. So anyway, Pop Daddy pretzels that are now all up in my teeth. Excuse me. Thank you. Okay, great. Moving on, another food item, I went ahead and grabbed these. These are Post Fruity Pebbles candies. And they are basically, Hugo and I purchased this one other time, and he loves these. He's addicted to them. They are Skittles, but they taste just like Fruity Pebbles. So it's candy coated with the chewy fruity candy in the middle, but they taste exactly like Fruity Pebbles. So I do recommend. And if you're somebody who likes to paper craft, how cute is this box, really, with Fred and Pebbles on the front? Adorable. You could really do something with this, I would think. I think this is a lot of fun and a fun candy. So we grabbed that. And then I also have some other food items that are going to go into the care package that are not from Dollar Tree, but you know, maybe I'll do a separate video on that. Maybe I'll do a separate video showing you guys how I pack it up. We'll see. We'll see. It'll probably be more like a short video for that. But I decided to also go with some protein snacks because Jacob is always looking for protein. So I picked up these Jack Link's beef jerky. These are just the peppered variety. I thought he'd like this a lot. Check your dates on the jerky, you guys. I found several packages that were expired at my store. And this is a store that is a pretty busy store, but for whatever reason, that did slip past them. So do check your check your dates on everything, no matter where you shop. It's not just Dollar Tree, you guys. I found expired grocery stuff at my major retail, you know, our major chain in town, as well as others. So always check your dates. Anyway, we got this, the beef jerky in the peppered. You get 0.625 ounces. It's not very much, but it's just enough to tide you over until you can get out of class, I suppose, and get some dinner. And then next, I got these Jack Links. These are the chicken bites in jalapeno. He likes spicy stuff, so I thought this would be a good pickup. I don't know if this is new. I can't say that I've seen this before, but I went ahead and grabbed that for him. And lastly, just the original beef jerky Jack Links in the red packaging to go in his red gift set. I think that's all I have to show as far as the care package is concerned. Next, something that kind of defies category, but Hugo threw it in the cart. It's this Ren and Stimpy decal. He's a big fan of Nickelodeon from back in the day, from the 90s. I happen to love Ren and Stimpy myself because I started watching it in college, and it's really wild and weird. And I don't know, it just kind of spoke to my young adult sensibilities at the time. So I don't know, for whatever reason, he grabbed this decal. I have a feeling it's going to wind up like on his on something on his iPad case or somewhere. But he went ahead and grabbed it because he just really liked it. Why not, right? A Boro, but a Scoro. One of my favorite things is when we get the bonus Scotty's tissues. Yay, 25% free means you get 150 tissues, which at $1.50 means you're paying a penny a tissue. Isn't that something? Ugh. When you break it down like that. So, you know, use them wisely and use both sides. But nonetheless, it's always great when in an era of shrinkflation, we can actually get a little bit of a bonus. So these are out there. If, you know, do look for the bonus 25% free. So I picked up a couple of those in this beige color and in this pink floral, which goes with my very ugly pink bathroom. Yay. At least I can keep it coordinated, right? Speaking of the bathroom, I found, well, first of all, I picked up this. I think this is a great pickup and something that's typical for Dollar Tree. It's their spa soap. You get 33 ounces of soap. I picked this up in the aloe and chamomile cream soap refill, excuse me. It's 32 ounces, 32 ounces, a whole big quart of hand soap. Very hard to find for less than that. Unless you're at Dollar General. I believe these are $1 there, but that's not where I was that day. So I grabbed that. And then this was kind of exciting. Just randomly out of nowhere, I transformed into teenage Michelle when I saw this jar of Clearasil face wipes. They're like the little Clearasil pads, like remember Stridex, Oxy, and Clearasil, of course. I mean, if you were somebody who suffered acne like I did as a teenager, you know all of those names. And these are the little pads, the little round textured pads, you know, that you would use like, you know, they're like toner pads more or less with salicylic acid. Oh, do I have my glasses over here? No, I do not. Poo, poo, poo. All right, we're gonna fight through this. Yes, it is salicylic acid. Acne medication fights 5 types of acne. You get 90 pads, a 3-month supply for only $5 right now. Isn't that crazy, you guys? I was really blown away. I have not seen anybody show this. And they expire in November of 2026. Why did DT get these? Who knows? Maybe there's a package change going on. Who knows? But I believe this to be sealed. If I was, yeah, totally sealed. Nothing wrong with it. Nothing that I can tell. I don't know. In the store, I've seen them in just a couple stores here in the Chicagoland area, and they had a good handful of them. Not a ton, but a good handful. I don't know, just a random product. Who knew? Clearasil at the DT. And with the way my hormonal acne is acting up along the jawline, it likes to show up on the cheeks. Who needs to be a teenager, right? I'm probably going to keep those for myself rather than send them off to Jacob, that is. Something that I did send Jacob to school with that I wish I picked up for myself, but I was happy to find, are these, the Joe Boxer wipes in the detoxifying charcoal for face and body. These are fragrance-free, yay. And I'm thinking, you know, most of my days, because I work from home, I don't really wear makeup. I put on makeup for you guys. So thank you for giving me an excuse to do a full beat. But when I'm at home and should I suffer a hot flash, or if I'm out and about, what's nice, these are portable and individually wrapped. It's a good way to just kind of wipe down your face and cool off a little bit, you know, and because they're unscented, you know, like it's not going to leave any weird fragrance behind. It's not going to aggravate my allergies. And I just thought these were a good thing for me. And you get 30 individually wrapped wipes. So I went ahead and grabbed one of these, the Joe Boxer. I already have the flushable type, which I do not flush. Don't flush those, you guys. I think we're all pretty clear. We probably should not be flushing those. And I have used them on my face before, but I think these might be a little bit stronger since they are specifically for face and body. So grabbed those. And then, let's see. This was a cool pickup, something I was looking for by Ricola. These throat balm lozenges in the caramel flavor. And it's got like a liquid center. And yeah, this is not their typical. Usually you only get like, what, 10 drops in that little bag? This is 34 wrap drops, caramel flavor with a liquid center. Everyday throat irritation. Pectin oral demulcent. I'm not sure what that word is. Boop. But that's what it does. Oh, I'm sorry, demulcent. Where is it? It's actually that word right there. Sorry, pointing at the wrong one and not even able to read it anyway. Anyway, nonetheless, it will soothe everyday throat irritations, and with winter coming, we're definitely going to need that. They're a little bit short dated. It says expires 12 of 25, but these, you know, because these are just for like an everyday throat irritation, I think the main ingredient is pectin. Yeah, the main ingredient in here is pectin, so it's not like it's actual medicine. These are fine past the date. At least that's my opinion. So I went ahead and grabbed just one of these to try them out this winter. And then, oh, here's another Hugo pickup. He can't resist Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And so he saw these gritting their teeth at him from the rack. So he whipped it off and threw it in the cart. Oops, I almost just knocked over my Coke. Hot mess express this morning, guys. Sorry. But he went ahead and grabbed this. Awesome. And I went ahead and grabbed, so the aforementioned personal summer means that I could use like some towels on me, you know, and I went ahead and grabbed a few of these little face towels. These are also good. These are just good for when you need them, you know. So I plan to keep one in my car, one in my work bag for times that I may have to go into the office, you know. I don't know, you guys, like if I use tissues or napkins, sometimes it leaves little shreds of it stuck to my face, and that's not cute. So hence the towels. This was my mom's suggestion. She said, Michelle, get yourself some inexpensive cotton towels or wash rags or something, kind of keep those around, maybe in your purse or something like that. And I'm like, yeah, you know what you're talking about, Mom. Faux show. So I grabbed a few of those in black. I figured any makeup that gets on it, it would at least be hidden by the dark color. I don't know. That was my thought anyway. Another surprise item from the health and beauty aisle was this Dulcim No Mess Vapor Roll-On. It's like, what am I trying to say? It's like Vicks. It's like a Vicks Vapor Rub, like a Vapor Rub type thing, but it's in this roll-on. How convenient. By Dulcim. That's a good brand, an expensive brand at that. And this is 1.76 ounces for ages 2+, 100% natural with camphor and menthol. So yeah, similar to like a Vapor Rub situation. So you could rub these on your feet and put socks on. I've heard that works. I haven't found it to work for myself personally, but if I use it up on my chest, usually something like this works out pretty well for me. So yeah, I thought this was a great pickup. Also a little bit short dated, 12 of 25. But again, I think this is something because it's natural. It's not you know, it has medicinal purposes, but it's not an actual medication. So, you know, I think this is just fine to use a little bit past the date. So this will be helpful this winter as well, I'm sure. And we're getting down to the last few things. The rest is all Halloween related. Ooh, let's stick to a topic for a change, Michelle. To start with, I'm going to start grabbing boxes of these, the duplex sandwich cookies. No, they're not the Halloween ones. There are Halloween versions where it's the chocolate cookie and the orange cream in the middle, orange colored cream. I don't think it's flavored. And I think those come in like a 16 or an 18 pack. But I'm going to start picking up these So Bisque cookies. I gave them out last year. They seem to be a hit. The kids kind of like getting something a little bit different, you know? And it's also because I'm just going to be frank, candy is very expensive. And mine is a big neighborhood, lots of kids around here. The elementary school is right around the corner. We just have a lot of kids around here. I get a lot of foot traffic. And, you know, to buy enough candy to, you know, satisfy kids for at least a few hours would cost me an awful lot. So an equivalent amount in these cookies will be a fraction of the cost. So I'm going to start picking these up. So I grabbed the duplex this time. And then also, to be a little bit different, I went ahead and grabbed a 16 pack of these pencils. I'll throw these in as well in case there's a kid where allergies are concerned, or if they just want something that's not candy, they can pick up one of these cool pencils. So I'm going to start picking up these pencil packs too, because you get 16 pieces for the money. So $1.50, the cookies were $1.25. And yeah, that's how I'm going to stock my candy bowl this year. And then I went ahead and picked up, I showed this a couple hauls ago, this glow in the dark cup, the Starbucks dupe cup. No, I don't need another cup. I decided, you know, it's greenish in color, and that's my best friend's favorite color. And I kind of would be remiss if I didn't send her one as well. So this one's for Megan because it's just too cool. Can you imagine the two of us? If she brings hers to Mexico too, we could be chilling with our glow cups. How fun is that? So I grabbed that. Or if she doesn't, I'm bringing mine, so I don't even care. And then she can envy me. Just kidding. And then this is for Hugo. I picked up the Ghost soap. I have the Black Skull soap from I bought that bottle, geez, like probably 2-3 years ago, and I just keep refilling it. And in fact, I found at Walmart, they had a bottle of soft soap, just a regular pump bottle, and it was watermelon scented, so it was kind of reddish in color. And I'm like, ew, I'm going to put that in my skull bottle and make it all creepy for Halloween. So I'm going to have watermelon soap for Halloween, but this is for Hugo. He said he liked the ghosty. And this, I think, is a coconut lime scent. Yeah, I thought I had remembered that. And the bottles, these bottles are 100% reusable, you guys, if you want. I bought him the eyeball last year. I asked him, what happened to your eyeball? And he's like, oh. So whatever. I picked up the ghosty for only $1.50. What a great deal this is, you guys. You'd be paying a lot more at any other store for these cute little Halloween or any holiday soap bottles. So I grabbed that. And lastly, you guys, this is something that I have been waiting for. Last year, I was not able to find one. I did see one, but the bottom was broken, so that made me sad. But I was excited when I finally found the huge witch's cauldron, this awesome footed black cauldron. Now, last year it came with a purple handle, and I do still see some purple handles out there, but I like the fact that they went solid black this year. This is so cool, you guys, but I'm not going to use this for my candy. First of all, to fill this even with the So Bisque cookies and the pencils would take me an awful lot. So I'm not going to use it for that. I think I'd like to use this for a planter outside just out on my step. Drill some holes. I'll put a brick in the bottom to make sure that it stays. And then I'm going to do silk flowers because I get so much sun in my front yard that it's hard to find flowers. I know there are full sun flowers, but it's hard to find ones that are hardy enough to really take that sun beating on them constantly. So I'll probably just go with fakes. Fake it till you make it, right? But I was really excited to find this. And come to think of it, I might go pick up one more because for the money, this is $1.50. Last year, $1.25. This year, $1.50. $1.50, you guys. Where are you going to get a planter like that? You can even, it's got a texture to it. Can you see, you guys? It's got a texture to it. What if you dry brushed, oh, I might do this, with a little bit of silver acrylic paint dry brushed over it to make it look aged or to make it look more metallic. You could even layer on, or rub and buff if you have that. You could even layer on different metallic colors, some bronze, some gold, some silvers, and just kind of layer it on and make it look like an antique metal vessel of some sort. How cool would that be? Awesome, right? Yee! I was really, really excited to find this. Literally my heart went pity pat. I'm a dummy. I need to go back to the store and get another one before they run out. Which I should be able to. Even if I just end up with the one, I'll be happy, but two would make me even that much happier. So yeah, I think I'm going to do that. And with that, you guys, that wraps today's haul. I want to thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for every single time that you do. Take care. Have a wonderful rest of your day. And I bid you peace. Hey YouTube, I'm back. I decided, you know what? Let's go ahead and tack it on to the end of this video. Why not? Let's get this box packed up for Jacob. Okay, starting with the shipping box. Now, I am an avid recycler, and there's nothing I like more than receiving one of these boxes from Amazon or any other online retailer and finding a way to reuse them as shipping boxes, of course. Now, you have a lot of options here. You can just simply cover it over with brown paper. You can peel off all the labels on the outside and just put it, put an address label over it and use it as is. I mean, that's perfectly acceptable, but this is kind of a gift for Jacob. So I plan to turn the box inside out. See, it's completely plain on the inside. And if you cut the bottom, like I have, and there's like a little tab on the inside that basically holds the box together, you can unfold and flip the box around and put it back together. Sorry, this is a little difficult to show. Let me see. Here we go. And you can put it back together so that you have a box that is plain on the outside. Of course, you're going to have to use a bunch of tape, but the box integrity should be perfectly fine for you to use as a shipping box. In addition, we are going to be, because this is a themed gift for Jacob, and the theme is "We Miss You All Red-y," and everything in the box is going to be red. I also want to line the box with this red vinyl paper from the Dollar Tree. These are on sale for $1 a piece, you guys, these days. So go ahead and grab those if you're interested. I don't have a Cricut, but I want to use it for this project. So in our next little segment, I will show you how I line the inside of the box to make it red and festive. Okay, now I've taken the box apart and it is totally flattened out. And what I did was, oops, sorry, shook the camera there a bit. I took a sheet of this vinyl. I cut down a piece that would fit this panel of the box approximately. And I peeled off part of the backing and stuck it down, overlapping slightly so I can fold over the edge. And then I'm just going to kind of take it down. Now, it doesn't have to be perfect. I mean, it's for Jacob. It's for my son. You know, he'll really just appreciate the contents more. But if you take your time, it's almost like using one giant sheet of duct tape, kind of. And I love the way this looks. Look how smooth that came out. This is really nice. I've never used the Dollar Tree vinyl for anything before. I'm actually surprised at how much you get for the money. So yeah, you guys, if you have use for it, do pick it up at just $1 a roll these days. Pretty cool. So I'm going to go ahead and continue covering the rest of the panels of this box, and I'll show you what it looks like when I'm finished. Okay, friends, here's how we're looking. It took a little bit of wrestling to get it in there. That vinyl's not an amazing quality. The adhesive is not super sticky. I did have to go over it with some packing tape here on the edges just to ensure it stays down on the inside. And I didn't have quite enough to do the side panels on the inside. But I don't think Jacob's going to care. What matters most really are that these flaps are red, because that's where I'm going to put a little message to him. So let me go ahead and get this box packed up and I'll show you what I mean. Here's what's going inside Jacob's little surprise box. We are starting with this trucker's hat from Wally's, which, if you don't know Wally's is the Midwest answer to Buc-ee's, located in Pontiac, Illinois. He actually had this at home, and that's what inspired this whole gift to begin with. So I'm going to go ahead and send him his hat. It's a brand new hat he's never worn. Next, I'm going to include these Sargento cheese bakes in pepper jack. I bought these at my local grocer. They were on sale for like, gosh, I think I got them after coupon for only 99 cents for this bag. So something new to try. Something else new for him to try, I'm going to include 2 bags of the Pop Daddy Dutch Apple pretzels featured earlier in the haul, which I think he will like. I still maintain that the cinnamon sugar are tastier, but these are also very good, and I think he will enjoy them. I'm also giving him 3 packages of Jack Link's jerkies in various formats. We've got chicken and 2 beef right here. Those are going in. I'm also going to include, I picked up this vanilla Kit Kat. I'd never had one before, and my local grocer had these marked down to like 45 cents a piece, so I just went ahead and grabbed one for him. And of course, one for me so I could try, and I declare them delicious. I'm also going to include 4 Quaker Chewy chocolate chip granola bars. They happen to be red. They happen to be in my cabinet. I'm going to go ahead and send those on to Jacob because they fit the theme. I'm also going to send along now, pretend that these are red. I'm going to send along the ramen sticky notes that I had meant to send along with his school stuff. And for some reason, it didn't make it. So I'm going to go ahead and send him these as well. They're red enough, right? And I'm also going to send him the bag of popcorners featured earlier in the haul. I found this random little packet of Cheez-Its grips in the cabinet, so away these go. I also have 2 packets of Prime in the Independence Day pop flavor because it's got some red. And finally, I'm going to include this box of the Fruity Pebbles candies that are just like Skittles. They're sugar coated on the outside with the fruity chewy candy on the inside, but they taste just like Fruity Pebbles. Yum! I'll show you guys the box when it's all ready to go. Okay, and here she is, all packed up. I lined with a little bit of white tissue just to mitigate some of the empty space. And on the box flaps, let's fold this closed. We have "We miss you all red-y." And then, of course, everything in the box is red. And of course, I signed it from love from Mom, Hugo, Pee-wee, Stubbs, and all your family at home. So I hope he likes it. What do you guys think? I think it turned out pretty good, all things considered. Dollar Tree vinyl. I kind of see why it's on the clearance and probably not going to be carried again. But it did the trick in this case. I still think it was a lot of fun to at least try, because for a quarter, you can just try it. What can I say? Thank you all so much for watching, and every time you do. Love y'all. Take care. Peace.